Hello, Taurus. This is Grand Madam with your weekly reading for December the 15th through to the 22nd. Now, I've pre-shuffled some cards, and this is your overall energy for this week. From the Energy Oracle deck, the Angel of Support. What this card talks about, Taurus, is a need to find personal strength, your inner strength that comes from within you. Right now, you're doubting whether or not you can even maintain your own family. You can. But you're going to have to find that inner strength to do so. And that comes from within. The feeling of inability to maintain yourself, Taurus, that just comes from being, I would say, beaten down too much, especially for the Taurus female. When you're in family situations, when you're not allowed to speak and all this other kind of thing, you're just talked down to all the time. And this part is for the Taurus males also. When someone has you feeling so small that you have to look up to see your socks, that's abusive in the first place. But it wears and tears upon you when it's day in and day out and day in and day out. And then you start developing this idea that I can't do what I need to do for me. It's at that time when you contact or call on the angel of support to help you and to give you strength. Or the old adage, Lord, give me strength. It works. Call on that. Because what happens is the universe activates the inner strength within you so that you can set out and do whatever it is that you need to do that you're lacking confidence in doing. The result of using your inner strength is blossoming abundance. Okay? That's your general energy right now, Taurus. And now we're going to get into the reading. So these cards are pre-shuffled and cut and blessed and all that good stuff. So right now your overall energy is focusing on children, and for some of you it's focusing on the past, and for still others it's focusing on the soulmate. So let's see what's going on with that. Evidently in the past there was a lot of lying, cheating, stealing, and sneaking going on. And Taurus, when you feel you're not strong enough to face things head on, you actually do a lot of lying, cheating, stealing, and manipulating. But then it blows up in your face. And it goes right back to reinforcing the I can't do anything right. I'm too weak to do what I need to do. Especially after it's been exposed by the sun. Now the sun is usually a card of joy and success, but the sun also shines brightly on what's been held back in the dark. And in this case, Taurus, there was some sneaky shenanigans going on in the past. Also in the past, or what you're leaving behind is a false start. This Ace of Wands talks about a new beginning. If you have not already left this in the past, there is an opportunity, Taurus, hear me now, there is an opportunity for a new beginning. And it's the beginning you want. Summon up that strength within you to take it. If you're afraid to take it anyway. But do whatever it takes, minus the lying, cheating, and stealing and manipulating. Just speak up. When you speak your truth, you stand in your power. And that's how you get the things that you want. Do that now, before it's too late to start a new beginning. That's moving on this, that energy is here now, but it'll be moving away soon. Now this card is the Hierophant. This is your card, Taurus. This talks about doing things in the traditional way. It also talks about commitments, marriages, institutions, corporations. But for you today, your first step to get this is to be more like this. Traditional. Do things the old-fashioned way. Stop trying to be so new. Everything new is not good, especially when you don't know what you're doing. So fall back on what you do know and do things the traditional way, because this is supporting this for right now. So let's get cracking, Taurus. Time is of the essence. 2020 is on its way, and in 2020, think about it. What does 2020 signify? Clear vision. 2020 will be the year when all bullshit walks. Which brings us to this. Death card, Scorpio, Pluto influence, and Mars. What's happening here is this card is telling you the ways that you used to do things will no longer work. So you're going to have to try something more traditional, because you have not been as traditional as you could be. Could have been, I'm sorry. Excuse me. Your life is changing fundamentally. That means you're going to be starting from scratch. So, if you're starting from scratch, do the right thing. Now, your main concern is like you have gotten some type of a message. It could have been a flirtation, or it could have been an offer to do something new and something creative. Look at it with traditional eyes. Ask yourself, is this the right thing for me to do? How will it impact my family? Because right now, you are definitely being impacted. With this and this, your whole life has changed. There's movements, there's relocations, there's evictions, there's all kinds of stuff going on. And it's going on, excuse me, because things were not done in the proper way, which goes back to this. So focus on the proper way of doing things, Taurus. Because what's done in the dark always shows up in the light. Okay? And there's always someone who sees. There's a lot of anger. This Tower card is ruled by Mars, Aries. It's a lot of anger here. But also, like the Death card, the old ways of doing things, the old ideas had to be wiped out. Whatever was built on the foundation of the old, if nobody sees me do it, nobody will ever know, that had to be wiped out. I'm not judging you, Taurus. I'm pointing some things out to you. There's always someone who knows. There's always someone who sees. And there's always someone who's going to say something. Now, let's see what's going on in your hopes and dreams. Queen of Wands. My cat is bothering me. Stop, kid. Wants to lick. This Queen of Wands is how you hope to be. And this is for some of you Taurus gentlemen also. She's dynamic. Let's talk about the energy. Action-oriented, goal-oriented, will win at all costs. Sometimes that can be your downfall. But she's beautiful. And men with this energy are beautiful. They're very handsome. But they're driven by their passions and their desires. And that can cause you to break the rules or bend them to the point where they're almost ignored. So this is a caution. There's nothing wrong with being a Queen of Wands, as long as you stay within the confines of the traditional rules. That's for you, Taurus. The outcome, the initial outcome, and that's pretty damn good. Didn't I tell you if you start doing things the right way, you'd be good to go? The Ten of Pentacles. This is the card of having it all. The money, the home, the family, the partner, or husband or wife, the spouse. This is your outcome. Now that you've gone through this, and have figured out, and this, and have figured out that you have to do this, have to take the traditional route. This is the better route for you, Taurus. Now, for a fire sign, that's something else, but you're not a fire sign, Taurus, you're an earth sign. And what that means is you have to be practical. Both feet have to be flat on the ground. You can put your head in the clouds and dream, sure, but you have to have a solid foundation first. That means put money aside. Only hang with people or allow people into your circle who support you. Their best you, not your shady you. Okay, Taurus. And the Ten of Pentacles, or having it all, will be your reward. Now, also, there's the energy of the Seven of Pentacles. You've been working hard. You've been trying to get things done. You've put a lot of time, energy, effort, love into a situation, a person, or a project. And yes, my dear, you are about to reap your rewards. There's also the energy of the Fool, of stepping out on faith to try something new and different. Now, Taurus, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 major arcana cards. And arcana cards, let me pick them up. This one was the first, if I can remember. Hold on. This one was the first, the Hierophant. The Death card came in second. Oh, nope, scratch that. The Sun was the first. Then the Hierophant. Then the Death card. Then the Tower. Then the Fool. These cards in tarot language are what we call the major arcana cards. These cards talk about the stages of life. These cards are also indicators of major life changes. These cards are showing you that the universe is coming into your life to shake it up and to rein you in because you've been going too far to the left. So keep this in mind. It's not just me talking. Okay. Where was this? I've forgotten where I got the Fool card. But for you, Taurus, right now, that new beginning, that taking that leap, you're afraid. You're afraid because things have been so messed up before. Well, right now, my darling, With these two, at this point, you have nothing to lose. So just take that leap of faith into that traditional direction that goes down here. And things will be fine. Your mental challenge is that you want to be, Taurus, you're seeking someone's approval. You don't have time for that. But that goes back to issues of needing to be accepted. Those are family issues from the back childhood days. Right now, you're an adult with adult responsibilities. You really don't have time to wish for accolades or for someone else to appreciate you. Appreciate yourself and move forward. Accolades come. By the time the accolades and the pats on the back come, you couldn't care less because you worked so hard. You will have realized that you deserve every bit of reward you've gotten. So what? Somebody pats you on the back and claps when they see you. Your emotional challenge, Taurus, is you feeling imprisoned, trapped in your mind, and some of you may be imprisoned physically. Okay? Again, you cannot worry about that. All you can do is refocus your thinking into doing the right thing for yourself at this time. This is the card. This Eight of Swords is the card of worry. And worry never made anything move. Worry never got you a reward. Worrying about things accomplishes what? Nothing. Okay. And now for the final outcome. Let's see what this is. This is interesting, Taurus. A new relationship or a new friendship is about to emerge. That's a good thing. So with that friendship, for God's sake, keep it traditional. Keep it traditional. Keep it honest. And be straight. Voice what you need to say. Say what it is you need. Say what it is you want. Do not try to second guess what you think the other person wants to hear, because that too is an injustice to you. That's a lie. Because if you say what you think the other person needs to hear, you just shot yourself in the foot. Because again, you're not getting, or you have taken away the option for you even to get what it is you want. In other words, you'll be lying to yourself if you just say what somebody else wants to hear. So now, Taurus, the bottom of the deck says that you're going to get an offer. This is the Page of Cups, a love offering. But that love offering might also bring with it a burden, an indecision. But Taurus, if you say what you want, you can make things happen. Okay? Let's take a look at the Romance Angel cards and see what they have to offer regarding this situation. I'm going to clear these cards out of the way. So for Taurus, the week of December the 15th, what is the message from the Romance Angel deck? That's this deck. This deck was created by Doreen Virtue, who's a PhD in psychology. She created symbols and cards, oracle cards, from what she learned, different stages of relationships with her case studies and her clients. So, one more. Let's see what the romance angels have to say to you, Taurus. That sound you hear in the background is my heaters just turned on. Don't let that throw you, okay? Don't let it distract you also. Taurus, 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 Taurus. What in the hell? I'm going to read them as they come up. Taurus, this is the card of deception reversed. Now, because I don't usually read these cards in reverse, but since they're not upside down, I'm going to read this reversed. The truth is coming out. Either that or you are using truth. With the truth and with honesty, Taurus, you will develop an intimate bond with someone very, very special and dear to you. Playfulness is reversed. Hold on, Taurus. I do believe my cards are upside down. Let me backtrack on that deception. What do we talk about with the deception? Be aware. Deception is afoot. Either this is the energy around you still, or this is the energy you keep falling into. The message is the same. Honesty and truthfulness will develop an intimate bond with your special someone. Deception will eventually drive them away. Playfulness. Evidently, you're moving back into a previous situation, a previous relationship that you've had before. Things went down, not too pleasant. And what the cards are calling for you to do in this reunion is to keep it light. You might be just in the talking stage. You may have moved back in. Nothing heavy. Keep it light for now. Flirt a bit. Make it pleasant to be in your company, Taurus. And things should pick up from there. Now, for those groups, for those Taurians who are single and out of relationships, now is the time to call in your soulmate. And by calling in your soulmate, this card says, your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring the two of you together. First of all, make up your mind that you do want a soulmate. And if you wish, you can create a list or imagine who your the qualities, not the person, the qualities of your soulmate. The qualities, kindness, dependability, love, of course, loyalty. Create a soulmate puppet. And write on that puppet all the qualities you'll need in your person, in your partner. And see what happens. So, Taurus, that was your reading for December 15th, 2019 through to December 22nd, 2019. I am Grand Madam, and I'm wishing you much love.